It's time for a start of a new era in Bluefield College men's volleyball. The Rams start the 2020 season at the Dome versus Erskine College. Hello everybody, Bailey Engel. Welcome to the 2020 season here at Bluefield College, led by a brand new head coach, Alfonso Alvarez, making the move from Miami to Winston-Salem and now at Bluefield College with over a couple of decades of men's volleyball and women's volleyball coaching experience. Now ready to head up a Bluefield College team with a couple of leaders. Alberto Ciparini in his senior year, joined by another senior captain and Carly Owens, trying to get a win today against an Erskine College team that comes from South Carolina, looking for their first win of the season. They lost yesterday against fellow Division II foe Charleston, and now they've made the trip down to southern West Virginia, over the border here to Virginia to take on the Rams. Got to watch out for Alberto Ciparini. Many thought that he was snubbed as far as not getting on the NAIA All-American list last year. Certainly had a little bit of a resume to deserve that. Bluefield College on the right side. Erskine, the Flying Fleet, making the trip up from further down south, looking for their first win and going up against the Rams here at the Dome. Surprisingly packed here at the Dome, right here on the border of Virginia and West Virginia. Lots of energy that has been instilled into this Dome, especially by the captains Alberto Ciparini and Carly Owens. Erskine, headed by Justin Brubaker. He's going up against Alfonso Alvarez, formerly of Florida Memorial. Rams are ready to go. Lots of excitement here inside of the Dome tonight. It's a fun one for men's volleyball. Now, the one thing that might be a bit of a hurdle for Bluefield College, not as deep. You look at this bench for Erskine College, they have a ton of guys to work with, while the Rams only a fraction of that depth of the roster. So Erskine in the white and the red, Bluefield College in the blue and the white with the red trim as well. See who our starters are today. Couple of new faces out there, the freshman Caleb Word as well as Devin Robinson, the outside hitter from Richmond, Virginia. Familiar faces in Eric Duran and Alex Duran, after Alex, the elder of the two Durans, missed a good amount of last season due to injury. Carly Owens on the floor, as well as Alberto Ciparini. The libero about to be put in, Colby Mutter, another freshman libero from Chesapeake, Virginia. And for Erskine College, we wait for their libero to walk in. Gary Araman coming into the ball game, joined by Josh Arrowwood in the back, Jacob White on the far side, Edge Austin, as well as Ben Jansen. Very deep roster for Erskine. Can't forget about Francisco Pomar either, the setter. Well, still trying to get everything situated. Everybody's ready. We should be good to go. So it's supposed to start right around 8 with all of the fanfare. First game of the season. Bit of a delay, but we are almost ready. Bluefield College, Erskine College. Rams start out with a serve first. It's Caleb Word making his collegiate debut, the setter from Richmond, Virginia. That funnel that former head coach Ray Vance had established from J.R. Tucker. We are underway in the 2020 season. Blocked at the net. Great start to the season. Ciparini able to slap it down. Bluefield College leads 1-0. Word with the left hand. Pomar. Dug out of the back. Freshman and Devin Robinson getting it done. Lands in. First point for Erskine. It's coming from Josh Arrowwood. So the Flying Fleet able to tie it up. We'll see their first serve of this season opener for Bluefield College. Francisco Pomar, the sophomore from Ponce, Puerto Rico. Ace. Good job by Pomar. Rams couldn't dig it out. Well, Alfonso Alvarez leading this Bluefield College team. He talks about his time at Florida Memorial where he had to wear many hats, coaching volleyball as well as being a sports information director and heading up their challenge to get their games broadcasted as Bluefield College ties it back up off of the service error. So here's Alberto Ciparini, the senior from Brazil. Pomar gliding up. Oh my goodness, edge Austin. Well, even if Bluefield had a man there, that has got to be incredibly hard to dig out. So fresh off of the kill, here's edge Austin. Freshman from Julian, Illinois. Another ace. Austin, after taking the 4-2 lead. Back around for Owens. Gets a piece of the block point, Bluefield. Now back into the hands of the Rams. Owens, the senior from Portsmouth, Virginia, also a soccer player, finished up his career on the pitch last semester. The two-sport athlete serves. Rocketed down and into the stands. That's Josh Arrowwood, the outside hitter. And Jansen ready to go. Word. Slapped down by Duran. So after his brother gets the kill, Alex ready to serve. Good dig. Word. Can't keep the block up. And Arrowwood finishes it off. Jacob White. Targeting Robinson. Went around the antenna. Good enough for a point for Erskine. Now jumping out to a 3-point lead at 7-4. White, another freshman in the lineup for Justin Brubaker's team. Knocked down. Did Bluefield get a piece of it? No, they did not. So it was teed up perfectly there for Erskine, but the Rams able to capitalize off the air, bring it back within 2. Arrowwood. Off of the block, point Bluefield. Robinson continues for the Rams. No spin on that at all. White. Rams couldn't hold up the block. After Bluefield fought it back within 1, now to a 2-point lead. Just over the back boundary. Hanging tight in the beginning of the 2020 season. Bluefield College representing the Mid-South Conference this year. Well, Edge Austin targeting the back on the freshman. Freshman of freshmen there. Caleb Slater, the middle blocker from Chesapeake, Virginia. Too low. Rams back within one. Edge Austin, no one was there. Targeted the perfect amount of no man's land for Erskine. Substitution, Slater out. Back into the ballgame, Justin Rendon. As it's Rendon, defensive specialist. Now for Duran, Honduras native. Bit of an overpass. Rams still trying to capitalize. They regroup. Edge Austin, point Erskine. Ron blasts the ball too far. All of a sudden back up to a 4-point game after the Rams have been within one. Timeout called by Alfonso Alvarez, and that brings us to our first break of the 2020 season. Rams trail 12-8. After the timeout, Bluefield College trails by 4, back into the hands of Erskine. Ready to serve, it's the setter, Francisco Pomar. 12-8, Bluefield College trails. Word. Ciparini, that's what the Rams wanted out of the timeout. Athleticism Alberto Ciparini displays is really something to marvel at here at Bluefield College. Last year he was named the Bluefield College Male Athlete of the Year. Shared that with Danae Cox as the female counterpart as Erskine gets a point back. Garlic Owens glides and pushed the ball on top of the net. Rolled down the rope, and Bluefield College is back within 3. Well, you know, even with the first couple of points falling to Erskine and they've been able to lead by 3, it's been back and forth. Bluefield College hanging in there as Erskine on the hands over the net. creeping back within 2 as Owen serves again. Down the line, it's good enough for a point for the Flying Fleet. Slater back into the ball game. The libero ready to serve. It's Gary Ehrman. Libero from Guam. Duran with a tomahawk down, lands inside. Ace. What a big serve for Duran, and the Rams are back within 1. Can he get another ace here? So close. Good serve, though. Still trying to challenge himself and Erskine. Here's Jacob White. 6'4" outside hitter. Way too hard. Devin Robinson skids the net. Off the slide play, Ciparini had it read well. Arrowwood drops it home. Another welcome to all of our Bluefield College fans watching this broadcast, including Stevie Collier from Tazewell, Virginia. So Josh Arrowwood, Erskine 9 away. Ace, and that's a big one with Bluefield College creeping back into the ball game. Now getting the lead up to 3. They've led by as much as 4. Now Bluefield College making a change. Terrell Boston into the game. Another chance for Ciparini. Digging the back. Edge Austin. Too low. Still in set 1. Bluefield College trailing by just 2. Erskine coming off of a loss to Charleston in 4 sets. Here's Edge Austin. Ciparini goes over the shoulders. Quick setup for Slater and went under the net. Too far, Rams get another gift. So the Rams opening up their season, then a week from today, they make the trip to Greenville, Tennessee to take on Tusculum, another NCAA foe. Well, they go to the Mid-South Invitational after that in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Fleet leading by 3. Opening set of the Bluefield College season. All the spring sports just about ready to get underway. Got baseball and softball starting up, but well, men's volleyball the first to really get going in the middle of January. Duran blocked. Big time block there for Erskine College off the hands of Ben Jansen. Timeout called by Alfonso Alvarez. Bluefield down by 4 once more. Erskine 5 points away from taking set 1. Bluefield College trying to hang tough. Pomar with his serve, flying into Owens. Tipariti rolls it home for Bluefield. Well, so for the second time in set 1, Bluefield College scores right after the timeout. Robinson off of the leg of Edge Austin. Edge Austin. Now the magic number is 4. Well, even with Erskine having this very deep bench, they haven't dipped that far into it. It's been mostly Edge Austin and White getting the job done. Lots of communication there for the Flying Fleet, and it ends up with the attack error. Owens just missed the ace. Erskine just 3 away. Airman with the serve. Word to Duran. Bluefield still in it. Coming down to the wire in set number 1. Erskine 3 away. Rams can make it interesting here with a bit of a rally. Score was 20-16. They've cut it in half. Airwood. Blocked. Point Rams. No, now the call is for Erskine. So the Rams hit the net, apparently. Erskine gets the call. Alfonso Alvarez does not argue. After figuring out what was supposed to happen here, Duran was ready to serve. Instead, it's on the hands of White. Here's Duran, too low. Set point coming up for Erskine. White eyeing the ball. Right-handed serve. General Smith on the floor for the first time for Bluefield. Block was there. Erskine regroups. Good dig by Ciparini, and no one's on the end of it. So Erskine wraps up a set one victory, 25-20. We'll be right back for set two. Welcome back, everybody. Ready for set number two here at the Dome. Very exciting start to the season for Bluefield College men's volleyball. And we just got enough of that buzzer there. Now, as expected, when the buzzer went that long, that meant the scoreboards had to turn off. Now we're back and ready. Bluefield College dropping the first one 25-20. Very close. Hung in there after a couple of good plays from Ciparini, as well as Eric Duran and his brother Alex Duran. So Erskine didn't go that deep into their bench. Now it looks like we're going to see them do that, change it up. It's a brand new team, basically, for Erskine. Juan Alcoba ready to serve. He did not play in set one. And each player is brand new. So Justin Brubaker still confirming with the officials. It appears that not everybody was ready for this many new players to come in. Rams leading the attack in that first set, 2 kills apiece were Eric Duran, Alex Duran, and Alberto Ciparini, as well as Carleek Owens. Eric Duran looking for his 3rd kill there. And a double called on Erskine to start out set 2. Now we see the freshman Colby Mutter, 5'9" libero. Good serve. Alcoba. Block, and it landed out. Well, Ciparini had it read well, but instead the kill falls for Erskine's new outside hitter in Abel de Jesus. Ciparini, fearless up against the block. Here's Caleb Word. Steps up and swings. Another block. Owens flings the ball to the back. Too far. De Jesus missed the mark by a lot, and the Rams take a 2-point lead. Erskine back within 1. Ciparini floats right over the block. Well, the blockers were there, and Michael Moscatelli. Up to the net, Colby Mutter. Here's the run, lands it home. 5-2 lead. Well, this new line for Erskine, it's taking a second to adjust here. You're trying to figure out where your team is. You're an NCAA Division II squad playing an NAIA team. Might want to figure out as Duran and Carleek Owens. That was all Owens, actually. Point Bluefield. Ciparini trying to continue the run for the Rams. Another swing, it's too low. Brubaker might want to take a timeout. Jason Saul missed the mark by a lot. Saul swatted over, point Rams. And no, Duran went over. He went over the net. So it's gifted to Erskine. And that's what the Flying Fleet needed. Service error, and Bluefield College gets a point. 8-3 the score. Saul blocked, and it dropped in. Duran again. It has been all Bluefield College in this second set. That's a huge kill. Tome Filkoff. Ace. Just like that, they're back within 4. Robinson. Block was there for Erskine. Dump over. Rally continues, courtesy Juan Alcoba. Another block. 9-7. Robinson right in front of the student section. Alcoba. Off the block. Perfect shot. Back within 1. Ciparini. Back for Ciparini. Fought back over by Duran. Alcoba to Jesus. He was in the air for about 30 seconds. Rams have led by as much as 5. Robinson. Erskine back in it, tied it up. Eric to run, couldn't come up with it. Erskine with a block, and they have the lead right back. What a rally for the Flying Fleet, excuse me. Ace, that's in. Alonso Alvarez might want to call a timeout. Brings back General Smith. Now Terrell Boston into the game. Here's Moscatelli. Too low. Robinson, a line drive to Jesus, too low. Rams tie it back up. Dug in the air by Robinson. Ciparini. Back in the lead for the Fleet. Flying back to Rob with two hands. Point Bluefield. Having himself a game. Well, still trying to make a clean substitution here. The officials out on the floor. Brubaker talking with his whole team. Well, there's blood on the court, and remember a few days ago, we ran out of things to clean it up with. So as we try to figure out how we fulfill our custodial duties here, we'll take a break. Well, after the blood has been cleaned up, we are ready for more volleyball here in Bluefield. Service error out of the timeout. (14-13). It's been all Erskine after a pretty good start for Bluefield College. Ciparini, boy, putting Bluefield right back in it. That's 5 kills for Ciparini. Point Bluefield in the lead right back. Caleb Word. Big swing and another point for the Flying Fleet. Jason Saul. (15-15) substitutions all around. Moscatelli back in. Very interesting that Dustin Brubaker has such a deep team. This is a completely new looking squad than what we saw out of the first set. Matthew Hinderberger from Tucson, Arizona serves. Block goes over the press row, down on the floor. Rams back up by 1. Overpass, Bluefield trying to capitalize. Robinson swats the ball over. Saul down the line, and a point for Erskine. Tied back up again. Who will be the team that scores the next 9? Or will it take more than 25? Robinson cranks it up. Pomar back in as a setter. After the miscommunication on the pass, Erskine back up by 1. They won the first set 25-20. Point for Erskine. Went off of Bluefield, 18-16. Back into the game. Another overpass. Moscatelli couldn't swat the ball down. Saul. Owens was in an awkward position, got the play anyway. Back within 1. Back and forth, set number 2 continues. There's Owens with the serve. Sliding from Moscatelli. Too far. All tied back up at 18. Too low, Rams lead. General Smith and Terrell Boston off. Ripped home. Eric Duran. 2-point lead for Bluefield. Timeout, Coach Brubaker for Erskine. The Rams lead by a couple in the closing moments of set 2. After the Erskine timeout, Bluefield College 5 points away from equalizing here at 1 set apiece. Welcome you back to the first match of the 2020 men's volleyball season. Sal out of the timeout, and a point for Erskine. So Erskine with a chance to tie. Word sets. Too far for Robinson. Duran. Dig. Not today. Rams back up by 1. 4 away. The first set decided 25-20 in favor of Erskine. That was 6 kills now for Alex Duran. Word for Eric Duran, too far. 21-21. Another new man in for the Rams, the freshman Elijah Wilshire from Portsmouth, Virginia. Robinson rips it down. Too far again into the Erskine bench. Flying Fleet lead by 1. Timeout called by Alfonso Alvarez. Rams trying to figure things out with the Flying Fleet leading by 1. So Erskine decided it was a good time to drop a Gatorade cooler on the floor, and now with our 2 towels that we're trying to mop up. I'm getting an update here. What exactly happened? Oh, the wheels have fallen off of the cart that carried the Gatorade cooler that's, by the way, full of water. So it's not like there's a blue mess on the floor. So we're just trying to mop that up because even though the water isn't in the court of play, it's very close to when balls fly out, you have to run towards the bench to keep the ball alive. So we're going to stay on a break here as we try to mop up about a gallon of water that has fallen on the floor. Here on the Rams Digital Sports Network, 22-21. Erskine leads by 1. Well, after the great flood of January 2020, we are ready to play some more men's volleyball at the Dome. Ciparini blocked. Erskine leads by 2. Almost a strategic spill of the water cooler. Erskine with the extended timeout with the lead and the serve. Robinson. To Jesus, blocked. Bluefield back into it. To Jesus, tied up. We're only in set 2, ladies and gentlemen. Ciparini rips it down. Bluefield leads. 7 kills for Alberto Ciparini. Now these people are losing their minds. 24-23, timeout called by Erskine. Set point for Bluefield College, now in the hands of the freshman, Devin Robinson. To tie it up. They do it. Wipes off set point. So 25 will not decide this set. Juan Alcoba. Caleb Word to Ciparini. A double called on Erskine. Another set point opportunity for the Rams. Too low. Rams have had 2 chances at set point. Arlie Goins swatted over. They hit the net. Erskine, another chance for Bluefield to tie this back up. Caleb Word holds it. Awkward pass. Sal. 3 chances at set point for Bluefield. Matthew Hinderberger. Carly Goins, set point again for the Rams. Ciparini. Wow, this keeps continuing. And if you have to make a prediction here, it's almost as if the first team to make a mistake is the one that's going to lose. And right now, as we get past 25, neither team has. Devin Robinson. Once again, we will see set point. Carly Goins to serve for set point. Erskine already won 25-20. Wow. Well, both teams are just not playing defense. Here's Sal, fresh off the kill. And now, set point for Erskine. Timeout called by Alfonso Alvarez. Flying Fleet now control their own destiny here in set two. Exciting set number two, ready to come to a close. Erskine rallying back after an early deficit to make it very interesting here in the end of set two, 29-28. Jason Sal, a freshman from New Lenox, Illinois, trying to put his team up 2-0. And he does. What a rally for Erskine. They're up 2-0 after winning set two, 30-28. We'll be right back with set number three coming up. Ready for set number 3 here at the Dome. Bluefield College losing set 2 in a heartbreaker, 30-28. Now trying to rally all the way back. Point already for Erskine. Erskine losing yesterday, trying to get their first win of the season. Bluefield College, this is their first game of the 2020 season. So Justin Brubaker keeping the core group of players we saw in the first set, or excuse me, in the second set. Juan Alcoba nicks the ball over. Ciparini had to dig it out. Well, he was falling backwards. It's a bad recipe for Tomei Filkov. So Eric Duran hit the ball down. Bluefield College ties it up. They have their first serve of set number 3. So here's Colby Mutter. Now it's in. Point Erskine. Flying Fleet trying to cap off this trip to West Virginia and Virginia with a win. Ciparini, I'm not sure I've ever seen his body tornado like that before. It's got to have a little bit of the wind sucked out of you after having set point 3 different times and then losing 30-28. Ciparini loads up, and that's what the Rams needed. Point Bluefield. Great crowd on hand. You can really see the potential if this crowd shows up for other sports as well. Duran is backpedaling. Point for Erskine. Michael Moscatelli. Ciparini jumps. Oh, too short. Alfonso Alvarez. No matter how this game turns out, this team has fought pretty hard in these last 2 sets. Especially the first one, they were down 25-20 at the end of it, but that second one, boy, they got to be kicking themselves because they had so many chances to finish it off. Ciparini blocked. Moscatelli. Harley Goins, great side play. Four kills for the Portsmouth native. Eight kills, Ciparini lands the ace for Bluefield. Had to wait on the call. Ciparini jumps looking for another ace. Into the crowd. Can't get it. Rams back within 1. Sal blocked. Erskine regroups. Point Bluefield, it's tied up. A double by Erskine. Here's Ciparini. Oh, too low. Trying to speed up the velocity. To run. Gets past the block, and the Rams are back in it with a tie. With the left hand. Sal. Rams back on top. Bluefield leads by 2. Carly Goins. Duran down the rope. Ciparini, what a defensive move. Robinson floats too far, still kept alive. Word for Eric to run. Sal again. Double called. Here's Jason Sal, it's in. 9-9, and so far we're seeing the recipe of a repeat of set 2. Went down the line again, and this time didn't work out for the Flying Fleet. Another line drive into the net. Team's just trading errors at this point. Set 3, Erskine won set 1 25-20, and then followed it up with a rally in set 2 with a 30-28 victory. Backwards for Sal. Missed the mark. I don't think Erskine was excited about that call. So Devin Robinson continues this back and forth set 3. Overpass. General Smith checks in. Alonzo Alvarez wants to give his freshman setter a break. And just logistically, we're trying to figure out how to cleanly substitute people in and out. First game of the season, working through the kinks. 11-11. Here's Juan Alcoba. Ace. Well, this is a pretty young squad on the floor, except for Alberto Ciparini. All sophomores and freshmen joining the Brazilian. Here's Juan Alcoba. Ciparini! Boy, when he comes into the game and gets a clean pass, almost unstoppable. Too far. Alcoba got too close to the net. The overpass, another point for Bluefield College. So Word back in, as well as Alex Duran. Ace for Bluefield. Abel to Jesus, misplayed it. Just like that, Bluefield College back on top. If Caleb Word can work some sort of rally here for Bluefield. Nope, not yet. 14-14. Oscatelli nicks the net. Owens floats the ball. Here's Sal, blocked. Duran and Ciparini. Looks like it was all Ciparini. Bluefield up by one. Way too hard from Alex Duran. And the right idea. No one was back there, but Erskine could just watch the ball float. Erskine's won the first two sets. Rams need to win the next three if they want to get a victory in their first match of the year. Well, Sal put that in the low post. A left hand, block slowed it down. Here's Ciparini from the back. Sal. Dangerous pass to Robinson. Alex Duran. Whistle blew, and the Rams crashed into the net. (16-16). Alex Duran, missing most of last year with an injury, fighting Bluefield back in this one. General Smith and Terrell Boston cycling in for Bluefield. Just over the back line. More men cycling in. Matthew Hinderberger. From the middle, Eric Duran. Point for Bluefield. Rams are 7 away from getting their first set victory of the year. Whoa. Too hard. Griffin Spence. On the opposite hitter. Giving Bluefield a 2-point lead off of the attack error. Ace, and that's a big one. 20-17, timeout called. Rams lead by 3. Welcome back. Bluefield College leading by 3. Right after the ace from Devin Robinson. Back within 2, the blink of an eye. Two nothing. Erskine leads. Rams up by 2 in set number 3. First match of the season, Juan Alcoba for Erskine. Bluefield has fought hard. Those first 2 sets, not blown out of the water, especially the second one where they had 3 chances to win with set point. Ciapparini somehow got that to go. Wasn't pretty. Counts as a kill. 10 kills for Alberto Ciapparini, first game of his senior year. More importantly for Bluefield, back up by 3. It's in. Point for Tome Filkoff. Boston back to General Smith. Sal down the line, back within one. Going to go back in, big difference in this game. Alex Duran and Caleb Word. All tied up, 21-21. Bell to Jesus. Teed up perfectly for Carly Goins. Just cranked the ball a little too far. And just like that, Erskine has a 1-point lead. Timeout called by Alfonso Alvarez. Erskine trying to hold on, 3 away. Bluefield looking for a comeback when we come back in the Rams Digital Sports Network. Back into the game, Erskine leads by 1. Bluefield trying to come back with a good swing from Ciparini. Flight with a fleet regroup. Word. Over the head of Ciparini again. Working on the chemistry, working out the kinks. Brand new coach, a couple of brand new teammates. Ace, and now Erskine serves for match point. It'll be a bell to Jesus again after the timeout when we come back. Match point for Erskine. Ciparini to make the game a bit longer. Yes, he can. Erto Ciparini. Here's Terrell Boston. Important serve for Bluefield College. Alvarez gets his 2 starters back in. Earl Boston walks out. Here's Caleb Word. What a dig. Ripped down again. Oh, he hit the net. Bluefield gets a break. A little bit more belief now for Bluefield, the freshman. Here's Caleb Word. And that is the match. Jason Sell with the game-winning kill, and that is it for match number 1 in 2020 for Bluefield College. Rams losing a couple of tight ones, 25-23 in the third set, 30-28 in the second, and 25-20 in the first set. We will be back in a while, actually, February 20th for Bluefield College. That'll be their next home match, where they will play next week at Tusculum against the Pioneers. So until then, my name is Bailey Engel, reminding you the final score. Rams drop this one in a heartbreaker, 3-0.